Well, everybody, welcome to the Red Review, and what a week we are having. Yes, Ruben Amorim has left the club, and a lot of people are happy he's gone. Yes, we wanted him to do well, but he didn't do good enough, so he is off on his hollybops. Okay, so a lot of talk today that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be the new interim manager, and I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea as long as it's an interim. So last time he came in, he was an interim at first. He did unbelievably well. He ended up getting the job permanently, finished second, finished third, and then he had that crap season where it all went to shit, to be honest, and he got fired. But up until that point, he had done really, really well. So listen, he's Man United true and true. He will come to the club. He'll give everybody a lift. The players loved him the last time. There's still some of them same players there. So he'll give the players a lift, most importantly. He'll give the fans a lift because the fans still love him. And I just think generally all around the club, he'll feel the love and everyone will get a lift. Now, long term, he is not the solution. He's had the chance once before. Yes, he did okay at the start, but ultimately he failed and he didn't bring back the glory days. So, other options out there. There's a lot of names flying about. Obviously, it's Manchester United. Everyone's speculating. Oliver Glasner obviously is at Crystal Palace. He likes to play the back three as well. So similar system with Amarin, but apparently he is more flexible. So he is out of contract actually at Crystal Palace in the summer. So he would slot straight in. It's not complicated at all, and he has done a really really good job at Crystal Palace. Let's be fair to him. But my choice of all the names that are flying about there would be Unai Emery at Aston Villa. What a job he's done. They literally won 11 games on the bounce before they were beaten at the weekend there by Arsenal. Unbelievable job. They're sitting on the same points at the moment as Manchester City, joint second in the Premier League on a shoestring budget, more or less. He has done absolute wonders in that job, and he is a top class manager. So yeah, a little bit more complicated. Obviously, there'll be compensation to pay Aston Villa. So yeah, that's the one I would really really like to see. Listen, there's a lot of names being thrown about. Enzo Maresca has obviously just left Chelsea. I don't think he's the right fit. Who else? They're talking about Xavi, Zinedine Zidane coming back in. Just a lot of players that aren't right for Manchester United. So I think yeah, the right solution for me would be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, temporary till the summer. I think he would do a really good job, and then get that Unai Emery man in. He's so passionate. If you watch him on the sideline, he kicks every ball for his team. The players work so hard from him. He's just done an outstanding job. For me, he's the one. Now don't get me wrong, this club is an absolute mess. The amount of managers we've gone through, temporary and permanent, in the last sort of 10 years is just ridiculous. And you do have to question the whole Amrin appointments. Like, what is going on there? We've got Barada and we've got Jason Wilcox there above, with Jim Glazier, and it's just a mess. Like, why do we appoint this man in the first place? Yeah, he done well in Portugal, but you knew the way he was going to play, and then apparently they're questioning his tactics, and yeah, it was just a mess, to be honest, from start to finish. And last season, like finishing 15th, was the worst in my lifetime. Being a Manchester United supporter, really really poor. And in a brief spell, we sort of went 5 games unbeaten before the last international break, and that was where you thought it was actually going to turn around for Manchester United. We up and down results up until that point, but then after the international break, like, we had so many chances to break into that top four, and we failed at every hurdle. To be honest with you, failed to beat Everton at home. Was They had only 10 men for most of the game. It was absolutely appalling result. The draw with West Ham, another terrible result. Yeah, we beat Newcastle at Old Trafford, but the second half we absolutely camped in our own half for the whole of the second half, and it was painful to watch. So yeah, since the international break, unfortunately, it's just been a downward turn in form, in performance. Apart from flashes here or there, we played well in the Villa game, but we got beaten again. So yeah, so unacceptable results, and then two press conferences Ruben Amorim had either side of the results. The Leeds game just told you that he was already gone in his head. He was done, unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it. But we move on. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be announced very very soon, and yeah, we'll see what happens with the permanent manager position. I know Darren Fletcher's taking charge. We're away to Burnley tomorrow night, so it should be an interesting game. And then the big one, Manchester City Derby on Saturday. So we probably have Darren Fletcher for both of those. Again, he'll be welcomed by the players, I think, well respected within the club and the fans as well, having been a former player. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, more updates to follow, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Give the channel a like. Thanks very much.